Man, gather around. Savage Prison Tales here. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Over here, I'm going to keep it real and raw with you so you have an understanding of what goes on when you make poor choices and bad decisions that lead you into the belly of the beast, maximum security. So without further ado, we're going to get in the topic of today's video, guys, which is in maximum security prison, you must be slow to anger or your cheeks will have lots of bangers deep up in them. But before we get started, guys, I want to tell you the best decision I've made. I don't know, I want to say in the last, if I'm being honest, man, the last 20 years. I had to go offline for a week, guys, because I had to do a lot of things getting ready for my exit country certificate. It's a lot involved, man, and I'm gonna make a video going deeper into it. If you guys are interested, in the comment section, say put ECC in the comment section. That stands for exit country clearance. And so what happens is when you become an expatriate and you live in a different country and your visa, you overstay your visa or you extend your visa, there's a lot of paperwork and procedures and processes you have to go through to ensure that you haven't been doing any illegal activity or you don't have any outstanding loans, or they just want to keep you so they can keep getting the income that you bring to their country. Whatever the case may be, I had to go offline for 1 week to get all this done, man. I had to get fingerprints and bringing up papers and this and that and going on interviews and filling out applications and all this different kind of stuff, man. I finally got it done. But I wanted to share with you guys, man, that it's been my experience that being offline for 1 week, it gave me a clarity and an understanding that social media is not just affecting you guys, it's affecting me, it's affecting everybody, because when you go offline, it lets you focus on what's really important in your life, like whatever your main priority is. Social media is a distraction from that. I'm here to tell you, I got so much done, and now my brain, dude, it's like the brain fog has been cleared, man, because I'm not worried about, oh, what happened on Facebook or what happened on Instagram or YouTube or TikTok or any of the other plethora of apps like WhatsApp and Telegram and all these different distractions with email, man, and notifications, dude. It's been such a heavy load lifted off of me that I can have focus and clarity. And then I also got to read some books because I want to be transparent with you guys. My computer, I purchased it in 2021 when I retired from IT. And normally being an IT professional, I would get a new computer every 3 years, or my work would give me a new computer every 3 years. And then the older computers, sometimes they donate them to you. But anyway, I was always in the habit of getting a new computer. So then here, this is 2025. So the 2021, 22, 23, 24, 25. It's 4 years now. And while you guys may say it's only been 1 year, I can tell you, if you use your computer a lot for business or school or research or bettering yourself, hey man, your computer gets full of not just data, but of garbage and broken links and unused programs and different things of that nature. And I had to go through and clean it out. And it was a mind cleansing experience because I got to learn and think about a lot of things. And so I wanted to make this video, guys, because I got about 1 week left here. Then I'm headed to America to look after my mom, dude, which is, it's heavy on my heart because, hey man, when you see your parents getting older, it lets you know 3 things, man. Like, number 1, we all got to get old. Number 2, man, it lets you know, man, your ability to look out for those who looked out for you. And number 3, it lets you know, man, you have to prepare for when you're older and debilitated as well. So it's just a life-changing experience. So anyway, welcome back to the channel, guys. I appreciate you coming over here. Because you can go anywhere else for the lies. But here I'm going to give you the truth, guys, because the truth will set you free to make what is called an informed and educated decision. Because life comes down to the decisions you make and the actions you take. And from here forth, ever after today, you should practice what's called self-accountability and not be a victim. So let's get cracking on this topic, guys, which is, in maximum security prison, you must be slow to anger, or your cheeks will have a lot of bangers deep up in them. And if you don't know what a banger is, it's a gang banger. And this has been my experience. I can only speak about my experience in maximum security prison, guys. It was my experience that 90% of the gangbangers are gay. What I mean by gay, I don't mean like gay and happy. I mean like they're homosexuals, dude. Like this is why they're part of the gang membership. This is why they keep committing crimes. This is why they keep going back to prison. And for those of you who want to get triggered before you get on your little keyboard warrior, cell soldier comments with your little painted nails, listen to this, guys. We all make mistakes in life, guys. Everybody makes a mistake, but here's the main thing. Never make the same mistake twice, dude. And if you do make the same mistake twice, learn to not make it 3 times and learn from your mistakes. So what does that mean? We can all make the mistake of joining a gang because we feel we're forced to or we have to because where we live. I understand all that. But as soon as you get an opportunity and you get incarcerated from gang activity, and then you come out and your homies want you to get right back into the mix, knowing that you're on parole, knowing that you can get violated, you have to understand in your mind that they're inculcated with this gang banger, gang banging, gay life booty warrior lifestyle. And they want you to go deep down that rabbit hole because you're too ignorant to understand. Once you go to prison one time, dude, that should be like a wake-up call. Like, whoa. You have to reevaluate yourself and say to yourself, dude, like, do I really like women? If the answer is yes, why do you want to put yourself in a place where it's nothing but funky, stinky, horny men around you? Here's number 2. Do I really value my time, dude, and my freedom and my life to be able to do what I want to do, go where I want to go, eat what I want to eat, wear what I want to wear, associate with who I want to associate with, be around my family members and loved ones? If the answer is yes, you have to reevaluate what your gang association is doing for you. It's removing you from that. I want you to look at it like this, guys. Being a gang member is like a woman who's in an abusive relationship with a tyrant. The first thing he does, he moves the woman away from her family. He changes her number, tells her she's not allowed to hang out with her friends or family or anybody. And he takes strict control over her so he can control her and turn her into his slave or his subject. And this is what gang members do. Being a gang member is like being part of a cult. So how does that tie into today's video? Well, here's the whole thing, guys. When you're a young dude, man, and you don't have positive male role models or positive male leadership, dude, or a positive male in your life, dude, or even just an OG to bounce ideas off of, you just around your mom all the time. Women are very emotional based on their hormones. If they're PMSing, which stands for, I think it's premenstrual cycle, dude. If it's after their menstrual cycle, or if they're ovulating, dude, women have a lot of health issues that men aren't aware of. And if you've never been in a long-term relationship with a woman or been married or cohabitated, you don't know half of what women go through on a daily basis, dude. And it messes with their psyche, because if you're in a lot of pain, it's hard to be cordial and you react with emotion. So if you have a lack of leadership in your life, dude, and all you know is being around your mom and she's emotional, whether she's on drugs or she's a 304 or she's a IG model or she's on, what's it called, OnlyFans, all you learn is feminine behavior, which means is to react with emotion. And emotions can be a good thing, but as a man, dude, or as a maturing young dude, you have to learn early on to be in control of your emotions, dude, and to fashion yourself to take your time and think rationally. Because here's what it comes down to. When you are quick to anger, dude, it shows you have a lack of control, a lack of self-control, dude. And you allow the environment and others to treat you like a puppet, dude. Like you driving down the street, somebody cuts you off, like, hey, man, fuck you, man. Or you know what, man, you go to a restaurant, dude, and then you order some spaghetti with meatballs, and they bring you spaghetti with meat sauce, and you lose your temper, and you smack the plate off the table. All those type of behaviors, man, it shows that you have a lack of self-control, because self-control allows you to do this. Let me explain this to you guys. Before you do anything, you count to 10. Somebody cuts you off, man, and flips you off. Before you flip them off and say, fuck you, and pull out your gun and brandish it, you just count to 10. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because sometimes, dude, your first thought is not the best thought. It's what's called a knee-jerk reaction. So you give yourself time, count of 10 to evaluate the situation. You look at it like this: how does this affect my life overall? And you know, how does this affect the grand scheme of what I'm doing? You know what I'm saying? And when you look at it, it's not that serious. You let it go. Here's the next one, guys. When you are angry, you're emotional, and you don't think rationally. So this is the one thing I learned from boxing and kickboxing and Muay Thai and competitive, let's say competitive martial arts competitions. You have to get in control of your emotions. That's why you ever notice, man, when the boxers, like, before you get to boxing and the referee's there and the boxers is there, you ever notice sometimes one boxer's talking to the other one, he's like, yeah, I bought a bucket of chicken last night. I went deep up in your mama raw. And they just saying just different crazy shit to you to get you mad, right? That's why Mike Tyson used to say crazy stuff to people. It's the psychology, because if you can make a person mad, and women use this on guys all the time. That's why women pick fights with you, to get you angry, because then they distract you from whatever the real problem is, right? So just understand, when you're angry, you are emotional and you don't think rationally. When you can't think rationally, you don't think about what is the right thing to do, what is the right behavior to exude, what is the right way to behave in this situation. And here's the last one, guys. You have to learn to practice emotional maturity, or you will lose your anal virginity. And I can give you a plethora of movies to watch, whether it's South Central or Locked Up or Locked Down, or I think it's called Prison Song or Prison Story. Anyway, it shows just different young dudes that are locked up, man, and they react in an emotional situation. You end up getting your butt cheeks ripped open, because let me tell you what happens, guys. In maximum security prison, you must always have your head on a swivel, always be calm, cool, and collective. There was this movie I recommend you watch. It's called A Cool Hand Luke. Another movie I recommend you watch is called Iceberg Slim. And the reason I recommend these movies is because of the main characters. In Cool Hand Luke, it's just a guy who's always calm and cool, and he does the right thing in every situation, because you have to keep a cool head about you. And Iceberg Slim, the reason they called him that, he was in a bar one time, and there was a shootout, and a bullet went through his hat, and he didn't even flinch. He continued with his drink, you know what I mean? So you have to have the ability to have rational thinking, dude, practice stoicism, and think about the situation, what's the best course of action. Because in maximum security prison, especially if you watch the movie called Shawshank Redemption, they try to get an emotional reaction out of you, because then you react emotionally, you can't think properly. Whereas if you keep your head calm and cool about you every time, when somebody says something that they're testing you, like, hey, anybody get at you? You just say, hey, look here, my man. First of all, you count to 10 and you look at the dude like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he might say, did you hear what I said? You sure are pretty. Wait a minute. 9, 10. They give you a chance to think about it and to catch your breath and look at this situation. Is he by himself? Is he a torpedo? Is he a fucking soft motherfucker? Is he a gay boy? What's he trying to do? You look around, you assess the situation. Is there other people with him? And you say, hey, look here, my man. I don't know you, and I don't want to get to know you. So all I'm saying is, dude, don't come at me like that and let me do my time. And when you're talking, you're looking around, making sure nobody's trying to sneak up on you. And then you're just trying to assess the situation. If you're going to have to do like what do they call this? A tiger claw to his throat, dude? Are you going to do a palm strike to his nose? Are you going to kick him in his nuts or stomp on his toes? Well, you just stay calm and cool when you think about this situation. And let me tell you something about gang members and gang bangers and gay boys and bullies. Let me tell you a secret I learned in psychology. The calmer you are, dude, and the quieter your voice is, the more they second guess what they're about to do or try to say or who they thought you were. Because when you get all emotional, hey man, don't come at me like that, nobody's bitch, and fuck you up. No, man, you don't do that. You just be like, hey, my man, I don't know you, man, and so I'm asking you respectfully, don't come at me like that. I'm here to do my time, and I'm asking you to respect my boundaries, dude. And I don't want to have no problems with you, man, but just respect my boundaries. And you're talking with your hands. Because now you're assessing the situation, looking around. Let me tell you something. They're observing you. They're like, okay, this dude, he's not who I thought he was. He's really a calm, cool, collective dude. And maybe I want to go somewhere else, because one thing I know for sure, predators want the easiest prey. So if you stuck with me this far, man, leave a thumbs up, man, and comment in the video. Let me know if you want to know more about the ECC, dude. Or if you want to know more about what's called emotional intelligence or emotional maturity. Because the main thing is this, guys. There's 3 ages we have. You have your physical age, your mental age, and your emotional age. And most people that come from an impoverished environment like mine, your emotional maturity is in the tank, because you never had the proper social settings to learn the proper social interactions with mature individuals. So, man, I look forward to speaking to you in the next video, man. Subscribe, hit the notification all bell, so you know when I'm going to upload. Because now I'm just doing once a week, because I got a lot going on, and I really enjoyed being unplugged from the matrix. I suggest you do the same. So until next time, Savage Prison Tales out.